This is The Space Shot, episode 99 for August 21st, 2017, The Great American Eclipse. Hey everyone, welcome to The Space Shot, your daily space history, pop culture, and news fix. I'm John Molnix. Some of the audio in today's episode was recorded while I was at Homestead National Monument, and needless to say, it was a windy day. My iPhone wasn't exactly the best device to use for audio recording today, so I apologize for some of the wind noise that you will hear in the background. I can't even begin to describe what it's like being along the path of totality. The darkness closes in gradually, and the moments leading up to totality seem to stretch on for a while. Then, it's there. Totality.
Oh, look at the planet. There's some planets over to the right, guys.
I was viewing the eclipse from the Homestead National Monument outside of Beatrice, Nebraska today, and I was able to see totality just as the moon and sun peeked out from behind the clouds of an overcast sky that we had been contending with all day. During totality, we were treated to an unreal sight. Our moon blocked out the light from our star, and in the darkness, the planet Venus was visible as a bright light along the ecliptic. Being able to experience this event with the estimated 13,000 people that came to Homestead National Monument was an unforgettable experience. NASA took this opportunity to study the sun's corona, and as the eclipse passed from Oregon on the west coast to South Carolina on the east coast, 11 ground stations across the United States studied the eclipse with weather balloons, telescopes, aircraft, and other instruments as the shadow of the moon made its way across the U.S. The other cool part about visiting the Homestead National Monument was I was able to experience some of the cool sights of the park. While walking back to my car, I saw a ranger that was talking to some of the other people that had visited for the eclipse. Earlier in the day, I had noticed a monument that was nearby where they were talking, and I took a moment to chat with the ranger about a little bit of the history behind that monument.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
I run a space podcast. Do you mind if I just record you talking about this for a second?
Well, I mean, I'm not an expert on this.
That's okay.
I can say a little bit. Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Could you just say your name real quick?
Oh, sure. Well, I'm Ranger Clayton Hansen here at Homestead National Monument of America, and just giving you a little background on, we do have a monumental stone here as part of marking how special this place is. It's the first homestead site in Nebraska, or one of the first anyway. There is a stone from the old state capitol at Lincoln, Nebraska. Now, the current state capitol was built in the 20s and early 30s. It's a monumental building, the skyscraper of the plains, and this is from the previous stone state capitol.
Okay.
So, the daughters of the American Revolution, they were building monuments like this all across the state of Nebraska, Kansas, you name it, across the country in the 19-teens and 20s and 30s. And so it's very common to have these sort of memorial stones like this. So,
Very cool. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Do you have an iPhone?
Oh, yeah, I do.
I'll show you what it's called. I'm going to try to get it in tonight's episode.
I really appreciate Clayton taking the time to give me a little glimpse into the park's history. Seeing the Homestead National Monument got me thinking about the future of homesteading not only the moon, but other places in our solar system. It's hard not to be optimistic about the future of human spaceflight, I'm excited to see where the next 20 to 50 years will take us for spaceflight, and to see how far we will spread into the outer reaches of our solar system. Check out the show notes for more information on today's episode, and be sure to connect with me on Instagram and Twitter. Find me at John Molnix. I'm always up to chat. Let me know what you think of the show by leaving a rating in iTunes. It takes just a minute, and it makes a huge difference by helping even more people find the show. I'd appreciate if you could share the Space Shot with your friends and family, and anyone else that enjoys podcasts. Tomorrow, episode 100. I'm John Molnix, and I'll catch you on the flip side.